Welcome to my first Course in Miracles video. I'm going to be using the course as an oracle today. I have started to study the course in January 2023 and I've been reading it many times ever since, and I've been doing the lessons almost twice, and then I keep reading. I keep getting inspired by keywords that come into my mind at specific times a day, or when I'm asking Holy Spirit, and then I get sent to specific texts or lessons in a course that would give me clarity for that day or moment or question, and it's been a lovely practice. It has changed my life. Perhaps I'm going to talk about major changes that have occurred in my life ever since I began to study the Course in Miracles. And to the untrained eye, the changes I've experienced might look tragic, but to the student of the course who understands how things pan out and work, they'll know that everything happens for a reason. Without any further ado, let's use the course today as an oracle. Let me remove my bookmarks to start off with and just open it, and we're just going to set an intention for the Holy Spirit to guide us with some inspiration. And oftentimes it looks that what we're getting from the course is for us personally, but as I noticed more frequently recently is that whatever is for me is also for everyone who I encounter on that day. And that is beautiful, because it just shows the connectivity we all have with one another, shows the generalization of how this material can be used to improve everyone's existence in this illusion and beyond. And so whatever is going to show up for us today from the course, I hope that it's going to be bringing clarification to you and to me and to everyone. Let's see. Oh, the dream rolls. Do you believe that truth can be but some illusions? They are dreams because they are not true. Their equal lack of truth becomes the basis for the miracle, which means that you have understood that dreams are dreams, and that escape depends not on the dream but only on awakening. This is very beautiful, because we are in a dream here. We are all the Son of God having a dream of being many bodies in a crazy world, and of illusions. And this text obviously is going to teach us about the escape from this dream by not choosing another dream or another illusion, but by truly awakening. The choice is not between which dream to keep, but only if you want to live in dreams or to awaken from them. Again, a very clear choice. Do we want to pick and choose dreams, or do we want to completely awake from them? And this is very difficult for some to grasp and understand, because here in a world of illusion, we seem to have a lot of choice. We seem to be able to shift and move from one dream to another, from one circumstance to another. Let's say changing jobs. I'm not happy in this job, let me move to the next job. Changing country. I'm not happy in this country, let me go to a different country. Partners, houses, everything. But these are all symbols of the dream, and the course is trying to bring us to the awareness that we can swap and change as many dreams in the illusion as possible, but ultimately we're gonna have to come to the point of choosing to awake from all of them, leaving them all behind. See how this is almost catapulting us from the realm of duality to the realm of unity and oneness above the dreams. You cannot dream some dreams and wake from some, for you are either sleeping or awake, and dreaming goes with only one of these. The dreams you think you would the dreams you think you like would hold you back as much as those in which the fear is seen. CC is bringing us back to this idea of choice in the illusion. We think we like some dreams, we think we dislike these dreams. However, they are all dreams. For every dream is but a dream of fear, no matter what the form it seems to take. So he's letting us know that it might seem that some dreams are less fearful than others. Ultimately, they all are fearful, and only the awakening would be complete escape from dreams of fear. The fear is seen within, without, or both, or it can be disguised in pleasant form, but never it is absent from the dream. For fear is the material of dreams from which they are all made. Their form can change, but they cannot be made of something else. The miracle were treacherous indeed if it allowed you still to be afraid because you did not recognize the fear. You would not then be willing to awake, from which the miracle prepares the way. So it's making us aware that the simple fact, the sheer fact that we're asleep and dreaming is because of fear, and that to escape from that fear and to start awakening, it's the role of the miracle. And the miracle should be a state of mind in which we're not frightful anymore, and that seemed to pave the way to awakening, because we know we are a miracle mindedness when we are present with Holy Spirit and we trust, regardless of what the dream images seem to be showing us around. And that is the miraculous state of being from which all dreams of fear will seem to be abolished. So the miracle would then take the foundation within ourselves instead of fear. A great swap, I'd say. In the simplest form, it can be said attack. It's a response to a function unfulfilled as you perceive the function. It can be in you or someone else, but it can be perceived. But where it is perceived, it will be there is attack. Depression or assault must be the theme of every dream, for they are made of fear. The thin disguise of pleasure and joy, of which they might be wrapped but slightly, veils the heavy lamp of fear that is their core. And it is this the miracle perceives, and not the wrappings in which is bound. So to perceive miraculously is to look beyond all seeming illusions of joy and pleasure, and just with straight honesty look at that foundation of fear which we're trying to cover up by distractions. What would that look like in our days, in our life? Things like, I don't know, we believe that working hard could be a bad dream. We believe a holiday could be a joyous dream, and we would seek to distract ourselves with a holiday to escape from something that is less pleasant, which could be you working. But the miracle is asking us to take the wrappings off both holidays or work and look straight at the fear behind it. And that's where the healing lies. When you are angry, it is not because someone has failed to fulfill the function you allotted him. And does not this become the reason your attack is justified? The dream you think you like are those in which the function you have given have been fulfilled. The needs which you ascribe to you are met. It does not matter if they be fulfilled or merely wanted. It is the idea that they exist from which the fear arises. Dreams are not wanted more or less. They are desired or not. And each one represents some function that you have assigned, some goal, which an event or a body or a thing should represent and should achieve for you. If it succeeds, you think you like the dream. If it should fail, you think the dream is sad. But whether it succeeds or fails is not its core, but just a flimsy covering. Wow. So yes, it's another description on how we love to choose our dreams, assigning roles to people, situations, and if they fulfill those roles we have ascribed to them and we are wishing for them to fulfill for us, then we believe that the dream is great. Oh, my parents have done everything I wanted for me, so does my life partner. However, my children, they don't listen so much to me, therefore I'm a bit upset with them. So again, we're coming back to the territory of preferences. I like this over that. However, our attention is being brought back again yet to the same concept of looking beyond these seeming wrappings of likes and dislikes to the core of the fear that we're trying to hide, and to have it healed there with the miracle. How happy would your dreams become if you were not the one who gave the proper role to every figure which the dream contains? No one can fail but your idea of him, and there is no betrayal but of this. The core of dream the Holy Spirit gives, it is never one of fear. The coverings might not appear to change, but what they mean has changed because they cover something else. Perceptions are determined by the purpose, and in that they seem to be what they are for. A shadow figure who attacks becomes a brother, giving you a chance to help. If this becomes the function of the dream, and the dreams of sadness thus are turned to joy. So it's very clear in this paragraph that we are not able to unwrap this duality by ourselves, and for that reason Holy Spirit could lead us onto requalifying and repurposing a lot of the roles we have given to people, places, situations, and instead of attacking them with our likes and dislikes, Holy Spirit would keep the appearances as they are, but it would change the content within the dreams, people, places, and events, and He would assign the roles instead of us, and then the dream would become a happy dream because the purpose of the dream is changed. We are not gonna hold everyone at the mercy of our preferences and role assignments, but we would release them as we are being released by listening to the Holy Spirit, who's going to show us something about everything that lies beyond all the illusionary wrappings in ourselves and others. What is your brother for? You do not know, because your function is to obscure you, is so obscure to you. Do not ascribe a role to him that you imagine will bring happiness to you, and do not try to hurt him when he fails to take the part that you assigned to him in what you dream your life was meant to be. He asks for help in every dream he has, as you have help to give him. If you see the function of the dream as he perceives the function, capital H, he, Holy Spirit, as he perceives this function, who can utilize or dream as means to serve the function given him. Because he loves the dreamer and not the dream, each dream becomes an offering of love, for at his center is his holy love for you, which lights whatever form it takes with love. It's beautiful listening to Holy Spirit, listening to it's calling us to relinquish the attachment for the projection we have made towards our brothers and everything else around, and it's asking us to come to this place where we can love, you know. We don't have expectations of anyone and anything, but we know that our responsibility is to love everyone, because at this level of illusion it looks like there's many of us here, and that we are having a nightmare of hate and disagreement and misunderstandings and blame and shame and attack, and you've done that to me and it's because of you that I feel like this, so on and so forth. And Holy Spirit says, you know, you think you're a human being, but actually you are the mind that's dreaming itself as many human beings. Bring your mind to me, I'll change the purpose, I'll remind you of the love of your Father, and from your mind you can transmit that to everything and everyone, and that is the miracle of love. Lovely. Well, this is a very good message for me, because tomorrow I'm having to meet with someone very important to me, to have some discussions, and perhaps I felt some attacking and sad and upset thoughts towards him, and because I've ascribed roles to him, and Holy Spirit is calling me to this place of forgiveness. And if you have someone in your life to whom you have ascribed roles, which I'm sure you do, we all do, make sure that you allow for Holy Spirit to change the purpose for that relationship, and make sure that you open your mind to have the happy dream given you, that you may share it with everyone and get past the roles that we ascribe. Thank you very much for being with me, and I hope this has helped you. Until next time.